People often think gold is found by luck, like you walk into the forest, kick a random rock, and suddenly boom, your life is changed. If that were true, half the planet would already be rich. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Gold is almost never found by accident. It is found by systems. And the funny part, nature has been running those systems perfectly long before humans showed up with shovels, pans, and very strong opinions. Now let me ask you something. Humans can grow diamonds in laboratories. They can manufacture crystals. They can design materials atom by atom. We can even recreate pressure and heat found deep inside the earth. So why can't we do the same with gold? Why can we make diamonds but not gold? Both come from the ground. Both are valuable. Both make people argue on the internet. Yet one can be manufactured. The other cannot. And no, this is not because scientists haven't figured it out yet. It's because gold plays by a completely different set of rules. Gold is not a mineral in the usual sense. It's not something you assemble. Gold is an element. That means every single atom of gold has exactly 79 protons in its nucleus. 79, not 78, not 80. You done heat rock until it turns into that. You done squeeze stone and hope gold pops out like popcorn. Gold does deform by pressure. It exists only when the universe decides it should exist. And that decision was made a very long time ago. Long before Earth, long before rivers, long before humans thought shiny things were a good idea. Gold was forged during violent cosmic events, collisions between neutron stars, massive stellar explosions. Events so energetic they make volcanoes look polite. When Earth formed, it didn't create gold. It inherited it. Which means every piece of gold you've ever seen is older than this planet. Older than mountains. Older than oceans. Older than life itself. That's also why gold is limited. No matter how advanced technology becomes, we can't meaningfully increase the supply of gold. Not because of laws, not because of governments, but because of physics. And physics is not impressed by human ambition. Understanding this is where everything changes. Because once you realize what gold truly is, you stop asking why it's expensive and start asking why it still matters. And that's where this story really begins. Now this is where things get interesting. Because if gold is so special, why can humans manufacture gemstones, rubies,
sapphire,
all grown in laboratories? And no, these are not fake. They are real gemstones, chemically, structurally, even optically identical to natural ones. So what's the difference? The difference is not quality, it's origin. Gemstones are minerals. That means they are made from common elements: carbon, aluminum, oxygen, silicon. Nature simply arranges those atoms into very specific crystal patterns. Think of gemstones like architecture. Give enough time, pressure, and heat, and atoms organize themselves into beautiful structures. And here's the key point. Those conditions can be copied. Modern technology can apply pressure more precisely than nature. Heat can be controlled down to fractions of a degree. So yes, humans can grow diamonds. We just skipped the billion-year waiting time. Now compare that to gold. Gold doesn't assemble. It does crystallize. It doesn't reorganize itself from common ingredients. You either have gold atoms or you done tea. There is no gold recipe. No pressure setting. No temperature dial. You can turn carbon into gold by squeezing it harder. If that worked, every gem would be a gold mine. This is why gemstones respond to engineering, while gold responds only to history. One can be manufactured. The other must be discovered. And that difference explains why gemstones flood markets when technology improves, but gold never does. Gold's supply is not controlled by factories. It is controlled by time, and time is very bad at responding to demand. Now here is something that confuses a lot of people. If gold and gemstones form in completely different ways, why do they so often show up in the same places? Gold here, quartz there, maybe a gemstone not too far away. It almost looks planned. But isn't it? It's this geology doing what geology always does, reusing the same violent processes for different results. The Earth does think in terms of gold zones or gem zones. It creates environments, heat, pressure, movement, chemistry. When those forces line up, valuable things happen. Gold moves through rock carried by hot, mineral-rich fluids. Gemstones crystallize when temperature and pressure hit very specific ranges. Different processes. Same neighborhood. That's why mining districts rarely produce just one thing. A gold region often contains quartz veins, sulfides, copper or silver. Diamond regions show signs of ancient volcanic activity. Opal fields sit above silica-rich systems shaped by water and time. Geologists don't hunt treasure. They read stories. They look at rock type, rock age faults, fractures, alteration. They ask questions like, was there heat here? Was there pressure? Did fluids move through this rock? If the answer is yes, the land may still be holding value, even if nothing shiny is visible. And here's the part most people miss. Gold and gemstones don't appear together because they like each other. They appear together because the same forces that shape the Earth also create opportunities for value. Nature doesn't label its treasures. It hides them inside systems. Understanding that difference is what separates searching from actually knowing where to look. At this point, someone always asks the same question. Okay, but what if science gets better? What if one day we just make gold? Technically, yes. Practically, absolutely not. And here's why. Gold is an element. That means it's defined by its atomic structure. Every gold atom has 79 protons. Change that number, and it stops being gold. To create gold artificially, you don't melt rock. You don't mix chemicals. You have to change the nucleus of another element. That's not chemistry. That's nuclear physics. In laboratories, scientists have actually done this. They've turned tiny amounts of mercury or platinum into gold by bombarding atoms with high-energy particles. And when I say tiny, I mean atomic. Flakes, grains, not even dust, atoms. The energy required to produce 1 gram of gold this way would cost millions of dollars. So yes, we can technically create gold, but it's the most expensive gold ever made, which means it's completely useless. This is why gold remains special. No factory can scale it. No technology can flood the market. Gold's scarcity is protected by physics, not laws, not agreements, not governments. Physics, and physics does not negotiate. This is also why gold behaves differently from almost every other resource. Its supply grows slowly, predictably, painfully. That limitation isn't a weakness. It's the entire point. Gold doesn't gain value because people believe in it. It gains value because no one can cheat it. At this point, some people might be thinking, okay, gold is rare. Gold is old. Gold comes from space. But do we actually need it? The answer is yes, very much yes. Gold isn't valuable just because humans like shiny things. It's valuable because it works. Gold does something very few materials can do. It conducts electricity extremely well, and it never corrodes. That combination is almost impossible to replace. Inside your phone, there is gold. Inside computers, satellites, medical devices, gold. Not because engineers are nostalgic. Because when something must work perfectly, and must keep working for decades. Gold is the safe choice. In medicine, gold is used in cancer treatments, diagnostics, and dentistry. Your body doesn't reject it. It doesn't react badly. It just behaves, which is surprisingly rare in the human body. In space, gold reflects radiation and protects sensitive equipment. Without gold, modern satellites would fail much faster. And then there's finance. Central banks don't hold gold because it's fashionable. They hold it because it has no counterparty risk. Gold doesn't belong to a government. It does depend on software updates. It doesn't crash because of a bad headline. When systems fail, gold remains physical, measurable, and independent. That's why gold quietly sits in vaults all over the world, doing nothing, and yet being extremely important. Gold doesn't promise growth. It promises survival. And that's a very different kind of value. So here's the strange reality. Humans can manufacture diamonds. They can grow crystals in weeks. They can simulate nature with incredible accuracy. But gold refuses to cooperate. It doesn't respond to pressure. It doesn't respond to demand. It doesn't respond to innovation. Gold only responds to time. And that's why it has survived every system built around it. Empires collapsed. Currencies failed. Technologies became obsolete. Gold stayed, not because it was worshipped, but because it could not be replaced. Gemstones shine. New materials emerge. Technology evolves. But gold occupies a different role. It is not a promise of the future. It is a record of the past, a reminder that some forms of value cannot be accelerated, copied, or engineered. And maybe that's the real lesson hiding inside all of this. In a world where almost everything can be manufactured, the things that can't become the most valuable. So the next time you see gold in a ring, a circuit, or locked away in a vault, remember this. You are not just looking at a metal. You are looking at time that no one can make more of.